Today we're going to learn how to solve exponential equations where they have like bases. So to start off with, I just want us to look at a question that is not exponentials, but is going to kind of tell us how we do that. So we have 5 times 2x minus 2 times 5 times x plus 5. When we would solve this, what would we do? Well, we would get rid of the 5's because they both have it. We would divide them out. So then we would just have 2x minus 2 equals x plus 5. We wouldn't actually multiply 5 through by everything. So then when we solve, we would subtract x, and we'd end up with x, we'd add 2, we'd end up with x equals 7. So the same thing is going to happen with exponents when we're solving. So if you have an equation and the bases are the same, then what must be true about the exponents for the equation to remain equal? They have to be the same. So they are the same. So when you have 2 to the x plus 1 equals 2 to the 3x minus 5, then we can say x plus 1 equals 3x minus 5. And so when we would solve that, we would end up with subtracting x and adding 5 to both sides, and we'd end up with x equals 3. Now, what if we don't have the same base? Then we have to make them the same using exponents, changing the larger base to a smaller base raised to an exponent. So now we're going to get and look at some of these examples. So we have 2 to the x equals 64. So they don't have the same base, but what we can do is say 2 to what power is 64? Well, that's 2 to the 6th power. So once we do that, then we can drop the bases and we get x equals 6. On number 2, we have 36 equals 6x. Not the same base, but now we can change 36 into 6 squared. So now we drop our bases and we get x is equal to 2. And then 3 to the x equals 81. 81 is 3 to the 4th power. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. And so when we drop our bases, we get x equals 4. Now 4 through 6, a little more difficult, but we're really doing the same thing. So we have 5 to the 2x plus 3 and equals 125. 125 is 5 to the 3rd power. So then we can set 2x plus 3 equal to 3. Excuse me. And when we solve, we get 2x equals 0 or x equals 0. We have 3 to the 2x minus 1 equals 27. That's the same as saying 3 to the 2x minus 1 equals 3 to the 3rd power. So we drop our bases. 2x minus 1 equals 3. 2x is equal to 4, and we end up with x equals 2. So once we get the same base, the algebra for the rest of it is pretty simple. And then number 6, they both have the same base. So we can just say 2k is equal to negative k. I'm just going to bring all the k's to one side. So 3k equals 0. So k is equal to 0. Tomorrow we'll go a little more in depth, but for today this is solving exponential equations, and the whole goal is to get them to have the same base. If you like this video, be sure to follow. We have many more about Algebra 2 subjects.